Yeah, so by now we've all seen the viral clip of Jeudy and Shedeur kind of getting into it on the sidelines. And I say getting into it, but really it was Jeudy being the aggressor about, what I'm saying, not getting the football for the most part. Yeah, so, first of all, what I mean, who Judy think he is, clapping his Mickey Mouse gloves in somebody's face. Bro, I'm a grown man. I would slap the shit out you, bro. Real life. You know what I'm saying? Like, you ain't that nice to be clapping in people's face, telling them how they should be doing their job. Secondly, Shador's a rookie, bro. Like, stop the nonsense, bro. Like, you wasn't acting like this with Dylan Gabriel. You wasn't acting like this with Joe Flacco. You wasn't acting like this with Kenny Pickett. You ain't said nothing out the way about Deshaun Watson. Like, why you got all this smoke for Shador? You know what I mean? If you was really trying to be a mentor or be there for Brody, you know what I'm saying? You would have like, hey, big dog, let me holler at you for a second. Let me show him this, show him this, show him this. But like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and if he takes it, if he receives it, cool. If he don't, he don't. It is what it is. But the bottom line was you didn't lose this game because of Shador per se. You know what I'm saying? There was a couple turnovers. And the 49ers had a short field to work with. Um, so yeah, they had a short field to work with, and you trying to put all this pressure on a rookie quarterback to go out there and just put up like 500 yards. That's not fair. That's not fair. And no one else has been expected to do that in Cleveland this season, including the vets. No one, not one person. You know what I'm saying? And then at the point where Shador stood up, you know what I'm saying? I know what was going through Shador's mind. I've been there, you feel me? Like he saw them white gloves and he had flashbacks to when he used to go to church and they came up, the ushers will run up on you, you know what I'm saying, and put a napkin in your face till you spit the gum out. You know what I'm saying? And that triggered something in Shador. So good job on Shador for standing up for himself because that would have sent me back too. I would have blacked out. I can't lie. You know what I'm saying? Because first of all, who you think you talking to? My grandmother is one of the mothers in the church. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? You lucky you got the usher job. You know what I'm saying? They should have, you know what I'm saying, put you in the parking lot detail. You know what I'm saying? Like you couldn't even get on the choir. Who you think you talking to, right? So, you know what I'm saying? Because nobody wants to spit out their gum. You feel me? Like nobody wants to eat those mushy mints that they got at the door. You know what I mean? Like I just put this juicy fruit in my mouth. You know what I'm saying? My grandma had the best gum. You feel me? She had the juicy fruit. She had the bubblicious, all that. You feel me? So yeah, I know what Shador was seeing. You know what I'm saying? And kudos on him for still handling it like a professional. Let's look and see what Shador said in response to it though. Because going into the season, there was so much talk about Shador being immature. Shador, you know what I'm saying, had headphones on during the interview and you know what I'm saying? We never really got a straight story. This is not to say he wasn't that, but, you know, so far from what I've seen, and I say this in the same in regards to Aaron Rodgers, from what I've seen, I have not seen what other people have proclaimed in the past. You know what I'm saying? Shador has been, you know what I'm saying, for the most part, a professional. You know what I'm saying? With the exception of, you know what I'm saying, like the jokes he would at the wrong time. You know what I mean? He had a few incidents like that, but for the most part, I say Shador has responded to criticism in a good way. So yeah, let's check it out. Let's check it out. Let's check it out.
Time to be able to develop that chemistry with everybody, to be on the same page with Jerry. Of course, you want to be able to get him the ball, but you gotta understand to take time. I'm more of a trust person, and that's just what it boiled down to. So we have to spend time on task and with all those guys.
I mean, there's nothing there, man. Like if somebody got a problem with Shador and the way he's carrying himself, you know what I'm saying, as a man, you know what I'm saying, he's doing the right things. He's saying the right things. You know what I'm saying? Um, a couple reporters try to hang him out there with a couple of like weird questions, and Shedeur he stepped right around him and gave the right answer. So good job to Shedeur. Keep up the good work, nephew. You feel me? Because you know what I'm saying. This dude didn't have haters his entire life. Just because of who his pops was, because his pops was successful, he's had haters his entire life. And it's a lot of people that's jealous because quite frankly, they parents ain't shit. That's just what it is. You mad because your parents ain't amount to nothing. Your parents ain't put you on nothing. They ain't showed you nothing. But honestly, man, that has nothing to do with Shedeur. Leave that kid alone, man. Leave that kid alone, man. And it's obvious, you know what I'm saying? He got haters in his own locker room. I mean, and it's sad, Joe. You know what I'm saying? Because like if it was me in that situation, like I said, man, I would have just went over there, sat next to him. I wouldn't have made a spectacle of it. I feel like what Jeudy did was trying to make a spectacle of the situation, and that's the exact opposite of how you should handle something like that, especially when they're trying to label Shador as a certain type of person. They're trying to make him out to be a certain type of way. Like you gotta handle that with professionalism. But I don't really expect Jerry Judy to do that because he wanted Dylan Gabriel to start, and he said, "Hey, I want Dylan Gabriel to start." So it makes sense. He trying to get Shador out the way. But Shador, once again, he rose to the task, and he said the right thing. Oh yeah, and one more thing I want to the one more thing I want to show you. Yeah, talking that talk. Hey, but you see that? You see 5-5 coming to frame? You see 5-5 coming to frame? Yeah, big dog. Yeah, big dog. That's how you handle that. You feel me? Because what I was taught when I play ball, no enemies are to disrespect your quarterback, foreign or domestic. You know what I'm saying? That was a domestic situation. 5-5 came in the way and cleared it all up. You know what I'm saying? All he had to do was step in the frame. Oh, hey, you got it, big dog. I don't want no problems. You got it. Yeah, you damn right. You damn right. You don't want these problems. Cause I'll body slam your ass through this turf. You feel me? Ain't nobody playing with you, bro. You know what I'm saying? Get off my quarterback. You know what I mean? And I feel as though Njoku, well, Miles Garrett couldn't do that because he was on the field. But Njoku, where you at? You got muscles in your forehead. You feel me? Like there needs to be a physical presence that lets people know on that team, yo, he's off limits, bro. Leave him alone. You know what I'm saying? If you want to talk ball, if you want to get better as professional, as a team, um, as a unit, an offensive unit, all right, bet. Let's have that conversation. But we're not about to make a spectacle of nothing. We're not about to, hang Shedeur out here to dry. So good job on Ponchix or however you pronounce his name, 5-5. Big ups to him. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? I hope Shedeur get him an AP. You know what I'm saying? Because he came in at the perfect time. Because Jeudy, his chest was inflating more and more. You feel me? 5-5 came in at the perfect time. It's like, nah, man, we done with that. Get up out of here.